By the end of this video, you're going to be walking away with a fully working app or web app, even if you don't know a single thing about coding. You're going to have the knowledge to make this and lots of other types of web apps, all of which you can actually start to monetize. And I'm going to break everything down for you in the easiest possible way. So let's just go ahead and get started. And this right here, what we're going to be using is Base 44. Now, Base 44 is my personal favorite vibe coding app. There's lots of other ones. There's Lovable, there's Replit, and you're even able to vibe code with other apps such as ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or even Claude. But for this, we're going to be using Base 44 because it's actually the most beginner friendly. Now, I do have the Pro subscription, which allows me to talk to it back and forth for quite a bit. It gives me a lot of tokens, but what we're going to build is actually very doable with the free plan. Now for this, we're going to be getting a couple of different ideas from Claude to just make things a little bit quicker. So this is how we're going to start. We are planning on making a habit tracker for this video. So let's go ahead and talk to Claude and let's tell it that. Let's tell it. So for this, I'm basically just telling Claude that I'm making a habit tracker using Base 44. Claude's going to search the internet. It's going to figure out what Base 44 is and how to structure the prompts. And then I'm telling it to give me a simple base structure of how the app should be and what features we should implement. I want to use the free version of Base 44, so make sure that everything that we're doing fits within that. And if we're using the free version, that means we're not going to be able to use any servers, we're not going to be able to do any backend, but that's totally okay because we don't need that just yet. We are going to be able to implement that if you want in a future video. If you do want to see me expand on this app, just let me know down in the comments below. And if you also want to check out this video right here, in it I do go into a much more deeper dive on how you can start using Base 44 and how you can start vibe coding. But for this one, we're going to be keeping it simple, we're going to be keeping it free, and we're going to be keeping it fast. We just need to start testing and learn how this works for ourselves. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So no backend and as minimal revisions as possible. So it's going to be a pretty simple app. I need a fully detailed prompt. Let's prompt Claude to give us the prompt for Base 44. Now, of course, we can go ahead and prompt this ourselves, which I suggest that you do learn how to do. But using Claude for ideas to get started, to really organize yourself as to what my app is going to need is very helpful. Okay, so it's telling me here's a breakdown of what we'll build and the features that make sense for a free and no backend Base 44 habit tracker. Perfect. So add and delete habits with a name and emoji icon. Perfect. Daily check off with visual calendar strip, the last 7 days, streak counter per habit, simple progress summary at the top, and a clean and mobile friendly layout. That's great because people are going to be using this on their phones, not really on their computers. I mean, some people will use it on their computers, but most people for this kind of stuff, they're going to be on the go. They're going to be, out and about when they start to log their habits or whatever else it may be. So that's very good. And it's really good that Claude told me about that because I completely forgot about the mobile friendly part of it. One thing you always want to remember when you're vibe coding any apps or any websites is you should always prompt the AI to make sure that it's made mobile friendly and mobile responsive. So what they see on the computer screen or the desktop screen is reflected in a mobile version in a clean and easy to read layout. Okay, so if we keep scrolling down, we have the actual prompt that Claude came up with. So build a simple habit tracker. This is actually, by the way, how you have to talk to Base 44. Just prompt it, just talk to it, and it'll get what you want done. It's just like having a regular conversation. As if you were talking to your friend, I want to build an app that does this, this, and that. Just tell it to Base 44. That's all it needs. But you always do get better results if you have a more structured and detailed prompt, such as this one. So we have the app name, daily habits. We have how many pages, so it's only going to be one single page. And these are going to be the features: add a habit list, a summary bar, and a bit more information down here in terms of the design and the state management. So this right here gets a little bit technical. So use React, use state to manage the habits list and their checkoff data. This stuff right here, if it feels overwhelming, don't worry about it. Just look at it, ignore it. Little by little, you're going to start getting an understanding on how everything works and what's what. So for now, let's just go ahead and take this. Which, by the way, I'm already seeing a problem with this, but I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Let me know down in the comments below if you see the problem that I'm thinking about. All right, let's go ahead and click send. And now let's just give it, I don't know, let's say 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And we're going to have a fully working app for the most part, fully working. Now, while this is building, if you do want to learn more about making money online, building your online income using AI, whether it be with vibe coding, dropshipping, e-commerce, print on demand, whatever it may be, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you leave a like, and make sure you ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. We cover brand new apps and topics that could help you make money online pretty much the moment that they drop. So again, make sure you subscribe and let's get back to it. Now that we are back on base 44, let me just go over this really quick as it's being made. So this right here, this is essentially the conversation window that you have with base 44 or with your base 44 agent. You go ahead and talk to it down here, and you can hit the dashboard over here. Actually, we have to wait for everything to load, but the preview is going to show you a preview of the website itself, and dashboard is going to show you your analytics dashboard. It's going to show you pretty much all of the insides of the app. All right, so it finished up already, and it was pretty fast. It actually took, I want to say, less than 1 to 2 minutes. And this is what it is. It's very basic and it's very simple. So daily habits. Let's see. Go for a run. Do you want to add an icon? Yeah, let's do this one because it's gonna, actually this one right here, the running man. Click on add and done. So this is one habit that we created. Let's see what else we can do. Read a book. Click on add. Perfect. So we have 2 habits, 0 of 2 done today. Look, if this was 2, 3, 4 years ago, and we wanted to make a simple habits tracker like that, we would be learning how to code. We would be learning maybe 2 or 3 different languages. We would be writing absolutely everything from scratch. And we would probably just get started right now. In the amount of time that we've been making this video, we'd probably have just made this right here. Using AI to make your web apps, to make your apps, to vibe code, it speeds things up so much and it makes things so much easier for the very basic beginner that knows nothing about coding or really tech. It helps them get started in an instant. It really helps prove, well, the proof of concept, and it can really make people's visions come to life again in just a few minutes. So let's see a little bit more to see how this works and how we can adjust it. Now, go for a run. Today is actually Thursday. So boom, we did it on Thursday. We went on Friday. Ooh, we skipped Saturday, but we went on Sunday. We did all of them except for Saturday. So we did 6 out of 7. So this is working. We have a 5-day streak, and we can go ahead and delete this habit if we choose to. And that's pretty much it. So this is very basic. There's really not much else that goes along to this. Now, one thing that I think it actually needs is a login system. Because think about it, when you go to a website like this, whether it be on your phone or the desktop, you need to log in to see your profile, to see your information, to see your stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna see really what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is adding to this app or everybody else's habits in this case. So what we wanna do is we wanna tell base 44, we need to have user profiles. So let's create user profiles where the user signs up. So let's create user profiles where the user signs up and is able to create their own habits. No user can see any other user's habits. So everything's gonna be private for that one user. So click on send, and now it's gonna create the login system. That login system, if we were doing this manually, I can't get over this, would literally take us hours. Now, while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and go back to Claude and say, what can I add as other features? Simple features that can help the user stay motivated. Now, I always suggest, of course, come up with your own things, use your own experience. If you're building an app, try to build an app in a niche that you know, something that you have good knowledge about, so that way you can already expose any pain points. You can expose any gaps in the market. That's where you really, really want to dive into. You want to start looking at what you know and what app you can build that can fill any gaps in that market. And that's how you're going to get a lot of users to your app. And if you're charging for that app, ultimately, a lot of either subscriptions or payments. So here's a few different things. So you have visual rewards, a progress feedback, light personalization. This is pretty cool. Motivation copy. Ooh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's add a motivation. Let's do a little bit different. A motivational quote that changes daily. Make sure it's relevant to the habits the user has created. So it's a bit more personalized, not the same thing for everybody. Now, I bet you're wondering, how can I make money off of this app? So there's actually a few different ways. One way would be by charging for the app. The second way is going to be by charging subscriptions for the app. And the third way is by adding a store to the app. I actually did all 3 of those in this video right here. If you want to check it out, there's a pretty deep dive into it. And I walk you through absolutely everything that you need to know. But really, in short, those are going to be the 3 ways that you can monetize. Now, this app in particular, we're probably not going to be able to monetize it because there's tons of habit trackers out there. Some that are going to be a lot more sophisticated that are completely free. So one thing that we can actually do, now that I think about it, is we can give this out for free. We can give this to our friends and just put ads on it. You can put Google AdSense on it and just give it to people for free. And then any revenue that you get from those ads is going to be yours. And there shouldn't be any friction with people signing up because, again, it's going to be completely free. And as long as you keep ads to a minimum, then it shouldn't bother anybody. And if you do want to learn on how you can add ads to your websites, to your vibe coded apps using Google AdSense, let me know down in the comments below and make sure you like this video. All right, so a daily motivational quote now appears above the summary bar. So we should have something up here, right? Let's see, but we do need to have a habit. So let's start over. Let's go for our run. And by the way, it disappeared because now it's actually tied to my email. So you're gonna see it blurred right now, but there's an email there. So let's go for a run. Perfect. Look at that right there. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Every run is a victory in the making. This is great. I think this is really cool. Let's see what it does if we add another one. Oh, it's not updating it. So it might update it, I guess, tomorrow. So that makes sense. All right. Now, so far, it works pretty well. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and up here, for me, it's not showing, but you see that little publish button. We can go ahead and click on publish, and then our app is going to go public. So let's go ahead and click on publish. We're going to get our link over here. Go ahead and click on it. And then this is our daily habits tracker. We need to log in to use it. Go ahead and click on continue. I'm going to use a completely different account. So you can see here, we have absolutely nothing here. Let's go ahead and sign out. And let's sign into the one that I had earlier, the one that I was testing on. And we can see the habits here. So this already is confirming to us that the login system is working and that no user can see any other user's information or their habits. So I'll check it out. Your mind is a garden and reading nourishes it. Your body is a temple and running strengthens it. Cultivate both and you will flourish. Unknown. Is that real or did I make it up? I don't know, but it incorporates both. So that's pretty cool. So did you see how easy it was to make an entire app in less than 15-20 minutes? All right, now there is another thing that I do want to show you, and that's going to be the dashboard, because this is something that you really need to know when you're learning how to vibe code, at least learning how to vibe code using Base 44. So we have the overview, which is really just the information on our app. We can change our app name over here. Just go ahead and click on the little edit button. We can change that, click on check mark. So daily habit tracker, let's say. Then we can change our icon over here. We can click to open the website over here, the one that we just published. We can set the visibility. So we can either make it public, private, or a workspace. When it's a workspace, that means that we can invite other people to come in. We can also invite different users to the app, so we can send them directly to the app so they can test it out. We can add it to another workspace, which essentially means move it to another app that we have already existing. Then we have the different users for people that have signed up. This is pretty cool because then you have all of your users in a pretty easy to reference manner. So we can use this information to start targeting them with email marketing. Another thing you have is the data. So you have what people have inputted. So the habits that I created, they get logged in here, and the habits that anybody else creates will be logged in here. All of this stuff, again, is automatically done by Base 44. So if we were doing this by ourselves using something like, let's say, Claude, we would actually have to specify a lot of these different things for this backend. Now, we actually got a permissions issue detected. So Base 44 does look at your app and it analyzes it to make sure that everything is up to par and everything is safely executed. So that way there's no holes or any gaps in your apps that anybody really can exploit. So it tells you all of the information out here. You can go ahead and fix any of this simply by clicking on customize. And then you can just review all of the permissions and everything that it's asking you for through here. We have our analytics, which works just like any other analytics page. It tells you where people are coming from. It tells you what pages people are landing on, which ones they're spending the most time on, and how long they're spending on your website. This is very important data because if you notice that somebody jumps on your app and then they leave immediately after, something is turning them off from using the site, whether it be a feature they don't like, maybe it's too complicated, maybe the landing page isn't optimized. So this is something that's very good to keep an eye on. You can also add your domain. So you can use this right here, or you can add habittracker.com if it's available. You can add any integrations. Now, this is something that's very important and is very integral to vibe coding, especially if you want to scale it. But this is going to be more to the paid plans. Now, with the integrations, you can integrate any of these different apps into your app. So let's say you want to integrate Gmail, you want to integrate Stripe. You can go ahead and put Stripe into your website to charge people to use your app, or for a subscription. You can create subscriptions so that way you can keep charging people. Again, all of this is in one of the other videos that I talked about earlier, but I am going to link it at the end so you can check that out as well. We have the code section, which we're actually never going to be touching unless you actually really know what you're doing here. I've never touched it. I've poked around with it a little bit just to see a few things, but I've never edited it, and I probably never will. And another cool thing is you can actually add agents to your website. I haven't used them yet, but you can have agents that can perform certain tasks. Like right here, it says you can have an agent that onboards your customers. So if you have an app that has a bit of a sign-up process, you can use an agent to easily walk them through it. If they have any question, they can ask the agent and the agent will take care of everything. Then we can add any automations, any logs. These logs pretty much just tell you what's going on. So whenever somebody does something on the app, you're going to see it here. An API, which in short, an API is essentially a bridge that connects one app to the other. Let's say if you want to integrate Stripe into your website, you're going to need an API, which is that bridge that connects the two. It allows Stripe to communicate with your app and your app to communicate with Stripe. It sounds a lot more complicated than what it really is. When you actually go to integrate these into your website using Base44, you just tell it, integrate Stripe. That's it. It's going to tell you to do a few things, but it breaks everything down for you in a very easy to follow manner. So that way, even people that are doing this for the first time ever can get a very simple walkthrough from Base44 itself. And then we have a few settings like the app settings, your authentication. So how are people going to log in? They can log in using Google, which you saw me do earlier. They can create their own login, or you can have them log in with Apple or Facebook or a single sign-on. I just keep it at Google. It's the easiest way to go about it, and it's already integrated into Base44. So as you saw, creating an app and vibe coding is now easier than it's ever been, pretty much ever. So there's absolutely no reason for you to not be able to start making money online. Building an online income these days means staying up to date with everything that's going on and all of the newest and trending tools, whether that be Build Your Store, Claude, AutoDS, Base44. These are all different apps, websites, and services that can really help you start making money online in just a few minutes and pretty effortlessly. So if you do want to learn more about any of these different tools and making money online, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button. And if you do want to learn more or want to see a deeper dive into Base44 and how I personally used it and created an app that made me almost $3,000 within the first month, then check out this video right here.